Stop. Come on, punch. 5. My name is Josh Barnett. I'm a catch wrestler. I'm a professional wrestler. And I train and run the UWF USA. I don't think anyone's been knocked out in combat jiu-jitsu yet. And I aim to either knock out, TKO, or referee stop pretty much everybody. And it's funny because, you know, I've had people look across the mat from me who are coaching against my athlete and buddy, Chad George. And I'm like, bust him right in the nose, drop it right down the bridge of his nose, or catch him in the eyebrow, put blood in his eyes, and just getting a look like, what's wrong with you? And it's like, what the fuck do you think is wrong with me? We're not here to play games or be best friends and play patty cake. We're here to fuck each other up. We're here to win. This is combat. And that doesn't mean that if I'm trying to fuck your world up, it's not from a place of disrespect. To be perfectly honest, from my perspective, that is the ultimate respect. Because I respect you, I'm going to give you everything I got. And I'm not going to break the rules. I'm not going to try and cheat you when someone's not looking. I'm going to use everything that's available within the given rule set. We signed up for this, and within that structure, I'm going to do everything to its nth degree. And you just happen to be the obstacle. You know, what we're doing in here, we're striking with fists. I'm the only one striking with an open hand because I'm practicing. That's it. Because this is harder to get through a gap than that. And then I can't use this, or these, or these, or this. So I'm making do with, I'm training for my environment. We're a catch wrestling, pro wrestling based team. Our lineage comes from Carl Gotch, Billy Robinson, Matt Hume, Eric Paulson, with some other tertiary folks in there as well, like Antonio Inoki and other people that have worked with me that I passed on to my students. You know, all these kids have a different background. I have people with some wrestling backgrounds, but I have folks that have zero wrestling background, and all their wrestling came from me and guiding them in wrestling. We have a Kyokushin Junior World Champion, and yet, you know, he can shoot doubles and singles and drop on a heel hook and work off his back, hit his sit-outs and switches. It's just, this is my system as I've put together from my own personal base, from my own experience, and I've inherited from some incredible coaches that have taken the time to invest in me. Don't think that anything you're going through is alien to anybody else. You're fighting the same battle as everybody else is, to some degree. So when it starts to fail, keep hustling. Tell that bell or that referee comes in, you fucking keep going. Got it? You keep doing that and watch. You'll see so many people who may even have more experience, more talent, more whatever, just fall underneath you like they never belonged in the ring with you in the first place. Go. Well, if you're going to do competitive martial arts, you're constantly putting yourself in the process of conflict and agitation and then overcoming. There's always a problem that has to be overcome, be it within yourself or externally from an opponent or position or something. And if you're going to be a professional combat sports athlete of some sort, then you have to dedicate a good significant portion of your life towards mastery. And through mastery, you can find success. Even if you're never the best guy, only through striving for mastery and giving it your all can you even be mediocre, if that was the highest level that you were ever going to achieve. It's a rough road if you simply look at it from a pragmatic perspective, but even that person that maybe was only capable of ever being mediocre, but gave it their all and walked out with, you know, a middling record, there's things that to them could be more precious than any gold you could give them. And I imagine that their experiences in being in that environment are the kind of thing that are invaluable. going, Juan. Come on. Let's go, Juan. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Be first. Hey. You got an odd dude. That's awesome. Good leg lock. Often it's the guy who pulls the trigger first. Same on takedowns, same on leg locks. You have to go through every system you create and make adjustments. It's just the way it is. There's on paper, and then there's application. Application means there has to be, reflection. You have to take a look at it, and then possibly redesign at times. It came across my desk, and it was just simply a matter of money and fame. That's it. I have no other interest other than to make money, and by beating these guys up, gather more notoriety. That's it. That's simply it. I actually have the opportunity to train more completely than I have in a long time. Whoever I happen to take on, yeah, beating them is going to be worthwhile. Well, even just basic folk style, freestyle, and Greco wrestling are great foundations for being an MMA fighter. Pretty much all the UFC champions right now have wrestling bases of some sort. So, the proof is in the pudding. And then you can add things on top of it from there on out. And me as a catch wrestler, which is a lot like, it's basically folk style wrestling back when you had submissions. And I have had the privilege to train under people like Matt Hume, Eric Paulson, Billy Robinson, and Carl Gotch in catch. And it just fit perfectly with my already wrestling background that I had. But you can't be a person that walks in there with just a Phillips screwdriver, because you're gonna come across a flathead, and sometimes you're gonna find a nail. So you better have other tools in the toolbox. And I've been doing Muay Thai since I was 18 years old. I've trained boxing, savate. I'm a yellow glove in savate. Kyokushin karate, whatever, I put in my time wherever I find that there's something that I can take from that experience and become better. I want us to put together the best combat jiu-jitsu event anyone has ever seen. And I want people to walk away feeling like, holy shit, I just watched something that was incredible. And whether or not that can be replicated, well, if you don't have us, then probably not. But nonetheless, I'm not, even if I'm critical, I don't want to see failure. I'm not hoping for anything but the best out of all of this. And, just an asshole. If you can't hit hard, secure a good position. Give yourself 3 breaths, then hit hard. That's it. Drop the elbow in. Those punches are shit right now. The elbow is the quickest path to damage. Even a little elbow can cause a cut. We go out there to take people, to beat the hell out of you on the feet, take you down, stay on top, pin you and smash you, leg lock you, neck lock you, whatever. So with combat jiu-jitsu, you start striking, a lot of things become not impossible to pull off, but more difficult. And some things become maybe more difficult than they're worth. I gotta out wrestle him, and I gotta take him out. You sat there and watched me hit a bag with weights on my hands for like 15 straight minutes. I'm going to smash noses, I'm going to knock teeth loose, I'm going to spill blood all over that mat. That is my goal, to bring nothing but total and utter violence into the arena, and to bathe in my enemy's that's it. I'm there for blood and glory. That's all I want. And money, that's all I'm there for. I really don't care about anything else. You know, Chad is going to be in my corner for this event, just like I was in there for him. And you know, we're going to show our philosophy on combat jiu-jitsu.